Hello, folks, and welcome back to another review and thoughts on. And I finally checked out the film Wolfman, which came out in 2025 this year. Um, now, yes, Leigh Whannell, who did The Invisible Man a few years back, which actually I liked that movie really a lot, very much. And I did really good in directing and writing it. That dealt with, domestic uh, situations. Um, but it did it like not cool. It's not cool at all. But in a interesting flip on its head on that. I do recommend Invisible Man from what 2020 or 2021, I believe. Um, this one he wanted to adapt, I guess, make his own version of Wolfman, which I will say overall, after watching it, and as I was watching it, it's a okay, it's a okay film, but the ending, I don't know, the way it ends, is sort of predictable. I would say, not even sort of, is predictable how it ends. But I mean, the acting from everyone was fine. The lead guy, Christopher Abbott, I thought he did a remarkable job, and even as like when he gets turned into like the Wolfman, um, his he's able to still convey emotion or emote with the makeup on. It's shot pretty well for a low budget film. Well, I don't even know how much the budget was on this, but pretty sure it was low budget because they only have really one location in this whole movie. Well, I guess I don't know if you count the barn because they still use what they have decently overall. Though it did get tiring a bit when they go back and forth, you know, outside and then inside and then outside and inside again. I did like the father and daughter relationship where, you know, he has this young daughter he's trying to look after and his wife. They don't really go into the whole backstory of like the wife and him having issues much. You get like, I guess she works a lot and kind of neglects the family a bit, so that's why they're a little, separated a bit from there. Um, what else? Um, I mean, pretty much it starts out with him as a kid and his dad going hunting, and pretty much I guess the movie's trying to, it has social commentary on, I guess, parenting and like what, like nightmares of parenting, or we don't want to be like our parents if they were bad or whatever, so we don't want to grow up to be like them, but we end up having some personality or elements of our parents still. It's along those lines, but the way they did it with the dad, I didn't really think they did that well, because the way his Blake as a kid, because it goes into a prologue, him as a kid hunting with his dad. His dad is not really a mean guy. He's just trying to look out for his son because they're out hunting and he doesn't want him to get hurt. So like him being stern and firm and stuff, like they try to paint him as like a mean, cruel, not even cruel, but like distant, stern man, and kind of, you know, pushing him away. But I didn't feel that at all. I thought it was just a dad trying to protect his kid when they were hunting, and he didn't want his son getting hurt. And then and then when we go, you know, when we fast forward to like 30 years, and it's Blake as an older, fella, and he has a family, a wife and daughter, and pretty much there's a scene where he's stern with his daughter at one point, even though like he had every right to be, because like she's not listening to him. He's telling her to get off this thing that she's climbing on. She can literally fall into the traffic, and then get ran over. But we're supposed to paint him as a bad dad at that point, a little bit. Oh, he must have some of his father in him. Like, no, it's just like she's near traffic and could easily slip and fall. And also, this movie doesn't have any. I shouldn't say any. It doesn't have a body count. So if you're going in this thinking it's gonna be gory because it's a wolf man, you'll be very, very let down. Really, two people. Well, yeah, two. I would just say two bodies are in this movie. One is pretty much off screen. You see aftermath of it much, much later on. And the other one's a showdown with the wolf. The other, because there's two wolves basically in this. You have the wolf that's already there, which is a twist. Which I can't believe I called that twist. Like the minute that they introduced, oh, he has to go, he gets a death certificate from his dad, because pretty much his father's passed or whatever, and he has to go back to his childhood home, cabin in Oregon. So he takes his wife and daughter there, and they get attacked by a wolf or animal of the night, and they have to barricade themselves in the cabin and try to survive. And pretty much, I never got the gist that he got scratched by the wolf, but I guess he did. I thought it was just glass that actually cut him or something, but nope, I guess it was the wolf that cut him a bit. Okay. And then the movie's pretty much character study of him turning slowly into the Wolfman, which I did think was interesting. And again, I like the bond between him and his daughter. I did like some of the sound of play that they did with. They played a lot with sound where he's hearing pretty much a spider, but the way the spider is as if it's stomping, and he can't hear what other people are saying because it's so muffled. But he can hear insects scurry, and he can pretty much hear stuff that we wouldn't necessarily normally hear as people. That makes sense. I guess also Leigh Whannell wanted to do an homage to one of his films, Saw. I would just say the first one, and if you know what scene I'm talking about, with the final scene in Saw, I would just say that. And the look of the look of the Wolfman in this was okay, but I would say underwhelming. The transformation scene is not that great, nor impressive, really. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't anything, outstanding. It is practical, makeup effects. I do appreciate that. But, I didn't really care for the mom much either. Because, again, we don't really know much about her. They don't go into her backstory at all. We just get the gist, she's a workaholic, and her and Blake pretty much are growing apart. The daughter loves the dad more than the mom, and the mom doesn't really doesn't really like that. She's like, she's so into him, and she doesn't care about me. I'm like, well, maybe if, stop working so much. But yeah, again, there's a twist in this, which I called right, well, not at the beginning, but right when we get introduced to the death certificate of the dad. I'll just say that. And I thought, wow. Because I did it with the movie Us. I called the twist in that way at the beginning, which I'm still amazed. So I don't know, maybe the movie will be predictable to you, or maybe not. Um, I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. I do recommend it if you like character study, slow burn. Because this is more of a a thriller drama with some horror elements. Because it does have, again, werewolves in it, but um, I don't know. It was just fine. It was okay. I do recommend it. Also, if anybody's interested in me reviewing or commentating or reacting to other stuff, link down below in the description for um, my PayPal and like, share, subscribe, comment, and yeah.